Hello everyone, this is Thomas Pepin NHL Talk. I'm Thomas Pepin and let's play some NHL. It's funny doing the same intro and closing and stuff because it gets a bit old maybe. So it's fun to change it up a little bit. Anyways, so we're continuing the franchise mode series where I've taken over the Toronto Maple Leafs. We're on season 6, episode 4. In the previous episode, I forget if we did make the two defensemen, the trade for the two defensemen. I think it was last stream. Anyways, we picked up Spurgeon and Haig as our 6th and 7th defensemen. We also changed up our lines based on performance rather than necessarily fit or overall ratings. And we had a complete reversal. So I forget exactly what our record was. I think it was like, what was it, like 2-8 or 3-6-1, something like that. Anyways, it wasn't very good. And then now, as you can see, we're 19-11-2, which if I recall correctly, we were 3rd in the league when we ended last episode. So, literally a complete reversal. So things are going great. We also decided to trade our new goalie that we had for the season, which was Skinner, and we decided to go back with a tried, tested, true goalie who we won a Stanley Cup with before, which was Mrazek. So now we have our young guy, our prospect sort of guy, which hasn't played well. So we might have to rely on 2 goalies, but in any case, we've got Mrazek, him, and who was the other guy? We picked up Thompson, who we also won a Stanley Cup with before, because he was cheap and he's performed well. And so everything's going a lot better. So whether it's goaltending, the trades, line combinations, maybe it's the time since starting with a new coach. There's so many different potential factors, but the important thing is that we're out of the slide and things are going well at this point. But we're 32 games in and a lot can happen before the end of the season. So anyways, so that's where we're at. We need to begin with trading away our underperforming AHL players. And again, this is part of the overall strategy. Because this is the franchise mode is on, Superstar plus what the CPU or AI learning is high, and trade difficulty is high, and anyways, there's a whole bunch of things that make it so it's quite difficult. I was just looking at, I know I looked at this before, but just take a look at the potential. Look at how deep that is of guys that are elite. We don't have any franchise guys at the moment because so far the 2 that we had were just too expensive to keep. So, Pasternak and Hughes are pretty darn close to franchise. And it's funny because Hughes was, I think, lower before and his values appreciated. But anyways, I just noted that. And then there's 3 top 4D, so. Do we have any elite D? Just one. Just one, I say. Anyways, what I was getting to is we have to trade players to gain assets. So sign players, trade players that don't play well to get assets to at least some in some way get us close to within range. And then also we signed high-end NHL free agents again to give us assets, which we might keep, but we could also trade. So a great example is we might be trading Kucherov at some point, and that's in return we could get like a first overall pick. So anyways, so we'll figure out what to do with that later. And now we need to check our AHL guys and see how they're doing. 20 and 27 is okay. Oh, and we lost Yannick to a waiver claim. We were kind of stuck in order to cover our lines and stuff. 19 and 27, so he's supposed to be 14. I'll say that's good enough. He was good with us, and then he hasn't done that great in the AHL. But I'm going to keep him. Oh, I think the deciding factor. He only has 1 year left, so we will actually trade him. Will we actually trade him? Ooh, that's a tough one. You know what? We won't trade him. 21's okay. 23's good. 8 in 19 is not good. So he's on the list. 12 is just below. So for forwards, it's like 3/4 of a point per game or above is the target, and then defense is half a point per game, which maybe our expectations for defense are too high, but too bad. He's plus 21. He's got 11 points. That one's tough. Plus 18, plus 21. No. He's on the block. $13. Just shy, but he's playing what looks like first line minutes, so it's not good enough for first line. Also, he was fussy last season with what he was asking for, and then he wouldn't sign, and he can go somewhere else then. 31's quite good. 6 is not good enough. I'll get rid of him for now. So the big thing right now, I'm trying to, well, what I will be doing is trying to package players that have a green, so where somebody wants them, with players that they don't want. And the reason is because then it makes it at least somewhat possible that the trade goes through. 17, good enough. 17 and 27. I'll say no because he has trade value. Oh, but I won't put him on yet. Bryson, 11. So he's a no. So we know Beckman somebody wants. Oral, 4 points. So you're Goners 2. And that looks like it. And when I say that looks like it is at least the guys that we're going to start with to trade. So Ludwig has extra value than Sandberg does too, I think. So we'll start with, who was the first one with value? Wasn't there someone? Yeah, this guy. Okay. All right. So where do we want a guy or a draft pick from? Chicago doesn't have room. So we need a team with space and poor performance. And we found one. So Tampa, we want, can we get a second? Probably not, but we will try. Wow, that's pretty lucky. I didn't think we'd be able to pull that off. Okay, next up, who else has value? So what we'll do is Ludwig and a no value guy. How's this guy? 9 and 18. Not good enough. So we'll do these two. Actually, let's see if there's any other teams that meet our criteria. They're close enough. So if we can get another second round pick, that would be pretty sweet. Who else do we have? 30. Let's try Poolin Remove him. Doesn't look like anybody else. Do we have a goalie? Nope. Draft pick. Fourth. Colon. Nobody else, eh? I'm surprised I pulled that one off too. Give me 1 second, I'm gonna be right back. I'm just gonna mute for a second, I'll be 1 second. All right, back. Okay. So we don't really have much else to trade. Or I guess maybe we do. Or I should have said we don't have much else we're expecting to get in return. Is there anybody else? I really should trade that guy. What can we get here? Third round pick. Next year's second. seems unlikely. How have these guys done? Brutal save percentage. So it doesn't look like we can get a second, so I think what we'll do is get a third. And end it there. So we might not trade Pelletier or Pelletier. Did I already try this? I think I did. Yeah. He hasn't been that bad. Let's try this guy first. Oh wait, no, I'm gonna have to do him and him. Still no way. Then what? Okay, so let's do for a fourth. Still no? Oh yeah, it was a goalie. Huh. Well, it'll have to be a fifth, however we make it work. Okay, and then we didn't need to get rid of that Pelletier. And everything else is fine. So how many roster spots do Or can we fill 18? Oh, and I should see what we have at the moment. We want 4, 5, 6, 7 forwards. So we need 5 forwards. 5 defensemen. 5, 5, 1. Maybe I should go by potential and age. Is there anybody young with good potential that can play? Oh, there's one. I have to do 3 years? Yes. Did I miss any other 70s? So I guess we'll do up to all the 22-year-olds and then the rest will do other players. Because if you're not in the 70s at 22, then I don't even want to consider you. Grinder, do I really want that? And he's really good at a lot of stuff, so I mean, he's not my type of player, but why not? Because most of these guys we're going to trade anyways, so. Who's that other guy? I guess maybe the other criteria I should be considering is if it's an NHL potential. Because if it's AHL, then what's the point? I mean, they could like improve and that could change, but it seems unlikely. This guy's pretty good. I guess so. Pavel Bure? That name seems familiar. I'm starting to run out of spots. I wasn't expecting this many guys. Okay, well that's the end of 22. No defensive defenseman. I don't care how good your potential is. So we've got 3 more we can do. we're in the 23s. So that's our last one, I believe. I'm just going to double check the rest of... So I got 2 more D I can do. Don't think there's any more that I missed. All right, we'll save that. So I think we were at, what's 32 games? Yeah. So I guess we'll re-evaluate just before the trade deadline. And then, yeah, decide on, or we'll sign the rest of those guys that we weren't able to. Well, decide on players and then sign those guys. We should have gotten a goalie, but we didn't. And, I mean, it's no big deal because those will get filled by whatever other well, I guess they would be AHL only contracts, not the two-way contracts that we're signing. And our AHL GM in theory takes care of that. So, okay. Otherwise, I think everything is set. Oh, we did have some NHL guys that I wanted to sign, but we'll do that when we do the rest. So then maybe I'll do 15 games and then another 15 games. I don't know, something like that. Cool. So I think we can start simming forward. Just traded him. We could have gotten him for free. So I think Doughty was our only injury, but we'll deal with that in a sec. So we got all of our players. Now, I think... Yeah, so it leaves us the one goalie spot because we can only have, 48, I think, player contracts. And so then goalie contracts would be separate. That's my understanding. I mean, I'm not an expert on it, but... so what we'll do is the same thing here. See if we can find a 70 goalie with at least NHL potential. No. Backup's reasonable. So far, Orlando Parker. He's not bad. He's played okay. We'll go with Parker wherever he was. Starting to get tempted to because the other guys weren't that great, so why don't I just trade them away too? So Lennox. Where is Pelletier? Is there anybody else? I think that was it. And then if we package with a draft pick, we can probably... Would Tampa want them? Yes. So let's see if we can move up to... Oh, I could probably get more than a third. Second. No, so then keep Lennox. Oh, actually we might trade Lennox. Let's try something like this. What? Surprised about that. 6 is not going to be enough. This year's 5th. So we can sign I think it's one goalie. One goalie. Then we'll go back and get a couple more D, I guess. Oh, fringe starter. That's better. We'll go with him then. And then we want defense. I think there were only 2 left. And we have... Oh, we only have 1 spot left. But no matter what, we're still going to go for this. Do, 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 do. Okay. So later on, I'm going to have to remember to trade the pick from this season, because of course I don't pick anything later than basically first overall. So, and that was an away game, if I'm not mistaken. And we have Doughty to fit back in. So who's been better? Wow, 4 points plus 4. It's quite good. 1 point plus 2. As much as I'd like to have Spurgeon stay in, he's behind the rest here. Man, he really turned around that plus minus. I think he was minus like 11 or something. Our whole team has turned it around. Okay, so Doughty comes back here. And then it's Heg, Horonic, Provorov, Doughty, Provorov, Doughty, Heg, Horonic. I think that's it. Um, So far, pretty good. Man, what a reversal of our performance. I'm going to have to do that maintenance soon. Let's have a look at the next away break. So after Edmonton, we'll do that maintenance. Good. Yeah, I should probably be increasing those prices, but I won't. Correction, I will. Oops. Razik's not in. Like, look at this. How we went from being whatever it was, I think it was like, was it 3-6-1 or something like that? Or 2-6-2 to 23-11-3. What a change. So not yet. I think what also helps is we haven't had at least too many major injuries. And if we had anybody, it was pretty short term, so that also helps. Because we didn't have Hughes and Pasternak, which are our two top players. That's a lot to be missing. Okay, before I send forward, because I almost did, we'll repair this. I think I forgot to do that last time, but that's okay. Oh, wait, before I do that, I should sim up to game day. funny because the title of this stream is pretty darn accurate at this point. Like, look at us now, 24, 11, and 3. Like, there's no problems whatsoever. I mean, at this moment, things can change, but if things are going this well, it seems, or you would predict, that things would keep going this good. I forgot I'm supposed to do scouting right now. Oh, and we're halfway, so I'll just go up to 30 now. And if you haven't seen the stream before, so the reason I only go up to 30 is because, oh, well, I guess earlier in the stream I mentioned, but I never draft people other than franchise players. So that means it has to be basically in the top 3, in which case nobody at this point in the season can move from 60th to top 3. So yeah, so if you're not going to draft the guys, then there's no point in scouting them. Whoops. Ah. Nah, I won't do it. Cool beans, that's done. I forget, do we need to call someone up in this case? I think so. Yeah. Can we call anybody up? Yeah, we have the cap space. Or I think at least we have the cap space. Oh, yeah, and on top of it, we traded Skinner, so that would have cleared up the right amount. The question is, who comes up? 29. It seems like if you're at 80 overall, you won't get claimed. If you're 81, you will. So I should keep that in mind. Radcliffe's not bad. 28. And we know that Niederreiter doesn't really fit. And Phillips has been good. Well, he's least likely to be claimed, so why not? And I can always reverse this because we can see what his line fit is now. I will actually reverse it because he doesn't fit at all. Guess Ratcliffe. Hopefully he fits. He does. So he shoots left, Joseph shoots right. And who's been best out of these two? 9 in 39 and 10 in 39. So because Martins was on the first line last season, we'll move him up, I think. He doesn't fit well, though. I know Von Fersen does. Yeah, so we'll move him in. And since we're moving stuff, let's see where everybody's at. 25. So he's been slipping. He was doing really well. 42. We have to trade him at the end of the season. That sucks. 41. 35. 34. So Kucherov has gotten better. 31. Ollie's kind of slipped. Where do you fit? 30. So Courtnall's done better. So he'll come up. One person, no. And Thompson, no. So we'll adjust the lines to this. Your fit was, it wasn't good for this. Does anybody fit on the second line? Pasternak can. So maybe let's do this. I probably shouldn't be making too many changes, but the other benefit of this is, so the overall, I believe, has increased. So that line chemistry thing. And you're rewarding good performance and punishing, so to speak, bad performance. And we're spreading out the performance between the top two lines as opposed to it was kind of first line heavy. On that note, I think we're going to change this to K. Hughes Courtnall. Oops. Kucherov, Ollie, Pasternak. And then who was anybody else playing well? Von Fersen, no. Thompson, no. And Sonnenberg moved down. What do we do here then? So let's do this. So let's try to get Martins going again. Move him to the first. Provorov, Sonnenberg. I think that's good. And then it's McKay's still the shooter, I believe. 7766. How do we do this then? 23. So we'll do Hughes, K. Six, 5, 5, 5. I guess we'll make Kucherov the shooter. Hughes, McKay, Courtnall, Doughty. Hughes, McKay, Courtnall. Kucherov, Ollie, Pasternak, Provorov. Okay. Ollie, Pasternak, Kucherov, So we'll go with Pasternak, Hughes, McKay, Courtnall, Wait, who was it on the first? Yeah, it was Ollie, okay. Courtnall, Kucherov, I think that's going to be correct. Thompson, Hughes, Courtnall. Ollie, Pasternak. Actually, I don't like that mix. Should be Ollie, Kucherov. And so the reason is they're both right shots, so it's better to have a mix. Kucherov's a left. So Hughes, McKay, Ollie, Kucherov, Courtnall, Pasternak, Hughes, McKay, Courtnall, Ollie, Pasternak, Kucherov. Who goes here? Von Fersen and Sonnenberg. Pasternak, Hughes, Pasternak, Hughes. Actually, that's fine. Thompson is in, and all is good. That was an away game. I should have checked when he gets back from injury, but it's not that critical. Okay. So now we have to move Ratcliffe or Fleury back. Fleury's been the best. He's lower overall and less likely to get claimed, but let's go with this. So it doesn't look like he got claimed. And then I have a feeling Nichushkin's not 100%. But we still have one more day. And it did that. So let's see if he's healthy yet. If not, we can put a defenseman. Yeah. So we'll just put an extra defenseman there. Spurgeon can play there. He'll go to the right side. Because it's just for a game. That would have been away. So he comes. Man, they made him available really early. Thompson's still in. Good news. Okay, so now we have a few more line changes to make. So Spurgeon comes out. Chushkin comes in. He was 25 points. I think he got a couple points since he moved back up. In any case, Nichushkin's playing better. 27. 25. So, and how is he? I think he's improved too. If I had to take a guess, if I went back to my original lines at this from the start of the season, I bet you all these players would start playing better. But I'm not going to, because like I said, you reward performance. Who's going to be? I think it is Nichushkin. That's the best at face-offs. Yeah. Thompson right, Sonnenberg left. Fersen goes back. Nichushkin is 25 and 39, 27 and 41. Oh yeah, Martins was on the power play, so we can put Nichushkin back there. He'll stay off this one, I think. Is he better than... No, not better than Courtnall. Then extra lines. It's gonna be Nichushkin. I think that's it. So we're at 41. I'm supposed to do scouting again, I guess. Oh wait, I should do it this way. So I know he's outside of the top 30, but it said he was moving up, and 33 is close enough. Otherwise, we're not going to scout anybody there, and I might as well make use of my scouts. He has no points in 27 games. That's wild. So that should be it. One thing actually, there's two things I'm interested to know. One is how long until deadline? A very long time. So 1, 5, 8, 11, 12, 15, 18, 21, 22 games. 22 games. So then, I guess what we'll do is after 2 games, evaluate players. One other thing I was just interested in seeing is how is our goaltending, or how has our goaltending done since changes. So Thompson, save percentage hasn't improved. But if you saw his record there, 20, 2-1, which is a crazy record. And as you can tell, we've clearly been relying on him in full. in full. That's the end of the sentence there. So, because Mrazek hasn't played with us yet, and then Nolan hasn't done anything for us. So we might be riding Thompson for, well, forever. It might be the whole regular season playoffs as well. Just hope he doesn't get injured, and then we'll see what happens with Mrazek now that he's back. But he played well in Chicago in the short time that he did play. That must have been an away game. Yeah. Okay, so after this game, we'll evaluate our recent pickups. That's 58 and 42.5. That's good. Injuries. No. Thompson's still in. So Thompson has back-to-back losses, which means he's out of the net. Tampa's moved up. So Tampa's the worst team. Actually, I can just do both at the same time here. Okay, so Mrazek comes in. He plays game 1. Nolan plays game 2. That was a home game, so we have to look at this. And this. Save. And then now we'll go. Actually, should we do it after the next? So this back-to-back series, actually I will do it after that. Because then we'll get, I think, essentially exactly 15 games or close to it. Before I do that, actually, let's see how many games they've played. Eight. So no, we won't do those trades yet. So we're gonna do that maybe in seven more games would be probably right. That was away. Oh, I already did it. Now I don't know for sure because I just looked at one player. Actually, I should let's go double check. Because it could have been more games actually. D. No, so it is 8 games. So we'll do, I think 7 makes the math correct. Minus 7 should be about 15. Yeah. So good news, both of our second and third goalies won in their games, so it's good news. 20 and 17, 25 and 20. So it is Mrazek game 1 and Nolan game 2. I think those were, yeah, they were both away. I really want this Nolan guy to work out. For one, we signed him for 8 years, and so we could trade him, no problem, I'm sure, but we haven't had any good goalie prospects yet, so it'd be nice for us to have the one and at that cheap of a price. Would be good. 10-3 win, wow. And that was a home game. $41 and 56.5. Nolan game 2. So 3 more games. That was away. February 1. So who goes up? 29 and 48. 26, 13. Oh, do we not have... We need a forward. Let's do that again. Oh, whoops. That's okay. Chushkin. Sonnenberg. And that means Martins will try. He's left. So that is Kucherov, I guess, is a setup guy. And Ollie's the shooter. Ollie Kucherov. Courtnall. I think that's it for that. Then Hughes, McKay, Ollie Kucherov, Courtnall, Sonnenberg, Nichushkin. Let's go with Von Fersen. Hughes. And who's the other guy? We'll go Ollie. McKay. Ollie. Courtnall. Islanders. Oh, that was a home game. Man, all those changes for him coming back in basically no time. And so it's Mrazek, then Nolan. So that's good. So Mrazek has lost 2 straight, so he's to the back of rotation. That was an away game. Nolan comes in, Thompson's back up. How has he done? Not bad. So I think we know who our call-up will be if we ever need one. Pasternak's still injured, so we need to temporarily fill. And now he's back. Okay, then he's healthy. Now we need him back. Oh, and I need to flip these guys. So it's Pasternak. Okay. And Hughes, McKay. Oh, who goes here again? Sonnenberg. Okay, so all that's done. Now we can do those trades. So from the looks of it, there's a bunch of guys that didn't perform well, which is actually a good thing for us because that means we're going to trade them all. There's one. Unknown. That's two, but we'll wait on him. Unknown. Wait on him. Oh, wait. None of the green guys yet. So those two guys are worth something. Good stuff. Okay, so now where can we trade these guys? So Boston has 4. Calgary's a good spot. $33, $37. Well, it sucks we don't have any guys of good value to trade. How can we do this then? So, what do you want to get rid of? Oh, this might be where we trade up. Fifth. Which guys were they? I think it was this guy. Okay, and then what else here? Wait, before we do this, actually, let's go for this one. Wait, before I do this, I gotta find all of them. 893. Jeez, these guys suck. for 4th and 2/4. Actually, let's go 5th, 6th, 5th, and a 7th. Six and a 7. Okay, and just a 4th. Okay, just a 5th. Sweet. So you see how, we signed all those guys, they didn't play well, and we got a 5th for free. We didn't have to do any extra work, other than signing those players to begin with, but that's basically it. So, pretty sweet deal. Now we need to find... These guys have 5 spots. Let's do paddle. It's not the worst of stats. That is... not enough data. 3 is bad. 4 is bad. 7's not bad. 4 is bad. Alright, so what can we get for these guys? Doubt a second. 45 skaters, then that means change for one of the goalies, because he was no good either. For a third, 4th, third and a 5th, third and a 6th, 7, 4 and a 5, 4 and a 6. So pretty much all the guys we signed were trading. Um, then all the other guys that were not trading, it's because they haven't even played yet. Okay, so where can we upgrade our pick? This looks good to me. Can we pull off a third? I doubt it. Fourth is good enough for me. Cool. So that's it for trading. I'll save. And we'll finish off with signing the rest of the guys that we wanted to sign before. So first we'll start with forwards by age. See if there's any more 70s. I don't think there was. There might have been one, maybe even two, but pretty sure we didn't miss any. More than that, at least. Oh, and we're not going with anybody that their potential max is AHL, so that guy's no good. That guy's no good. Why is there a 23 mixed in with the 22s? No good. So yes for him. Yes for him. I guess there's more than I thought. Oh, we're at 23 now, so defenseman. That guy was defensive. Surprised I didn't get this guy before. Defensive, defensive. Offensive, but AHL, and then that's it. Oh, goalies. We need to get 2 new goalies. How many did we go for? 1, 2, 3. I think that's the most we can go for. There's 2 guys left. Oh, and then we need, so I think we're at 9. So we got 3 more we can do. So we wanted, oh, they might not even be available. Lomberg's not there. Colasar's not there. Tarapchenko and Ernie or Ern are not there. So none of the guys we were going to get eventually are still there. So what are we lacking? I think it's defense. So we'll have to pick up defense, I think, for the rest. Oops. Yeah, we only have 1. Oh, but we're trying to sign, I don't know how many there were. Actually, I can check that too. So, approached to defense. In any case, the rest should be defensemen, so we'll just do that. Overall, yeah, he's no good. We tried him before. I think we tried him too. And him. I don't think we tried him. We tried him. Not enough points. Oh, and he was defensive anyways. I think we tried him before too. A long time ago. We can try him again. So 11, so we got one more. Cool, so that's going to be it for signings, and I think I did everything I was supposed to do. Yeah. All right, so excuse me, we'll stop there. But let's have a look at where we sit. So let's go in this way. So we're not back on top. So this could be the first season we don't win the President's Trophy. But we're close, and we're gaining ground, and there's lots of time left. So we still have 32 games left. A lot can happen. And so there's a good shot. Goals for per game, we're still the league leader. It's pretty close, but that's good. Goals against appears to be our Achilles heel at the moment. Usually we're in the top like 3 or so, but we're middle of the pack, it looks like. Power play, we are first, which is good news. Penalty kill, that looks like middle of the pack as well. Yeah. So, yeah, we have a lot of things that we're not doing as well. But, like I was saying, everything's getting better. So, yeah, not anything crazy to worry about. So one of our goals was to win our division, which seems like it's pretty likely to happen. We need 27 road wins. I wonder where we sit there. So we're at 16. That means we need to go. Well, I don't know exactly how many away games we would have left, but it seems like we have to have a winning percentage of like 75%. That's going to be difficult, so we might not reach that goal. And then we're also supposed to get to the Stanley Cup final, if I'm not mistaken. And that, of course, we'll see what happens there. So things are mostly going well. Owner goals, happiness is amazing. So even if we don't reach our goals, I might still be safe. We're on season 6, and I think my contract was 5 seasons. And then I think that started on the 3rd season, so I would have 2 years left, I think. after this season. So I could turn out getting fired. I don't know if that's going to happen, but yeah, things are close. We'll see. We have the one franchise guy, which we're going to do everything we can possibly do to get. We should be able to, I'm pretty certain. And that's basically where we're at. So probably next stream we'll get to maybe just shy of the playoffs, I think. And then the next one will probably do the playoffs and the start of the off season, something like that. Of course, it'll all depend on how long things take, if there's injuries and I need to do a whole bunch of line changes and all that, but that's probably accurate. And yeah, so we will come back again tomorrow. So if you like the stream, hit the like button, share with your friends, subscribe, turn on notifications. The channel homepage has upcoming streams of regular NHL content. Nothing scheduled at this moment, but probably pretty soon. Most things should be resolved, and then in which case I should be able to do the stream. For things that can't schedule ahead of time, like franchise mode, that schedules in the About section. It runs Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, 9 p.m. Eastern. Be it pros whenever I have time or feel like it. Any comments, leave them in the comments. Suggestions likewise. And we will see you guys tomorrow, 9 p.m. Eastern. Okay, bye.